Hello everyone. Today we will discuss the topic of death cum retirement gratuity. Now, let us come to know what is gratuity. Gratuity is the lump sum amount paid to the employee at the time of the employee's retirement. Truly speaking, an employee devotes half of his or her life in serving the employer organization. So, in return of the past performance of the employee, the employer organization may give a lump sum amount to the employee at the time of the retirement of the employee for the future life of the employee. The lump sum amount which is paid to the employee at the time of retirement for the future life in return of the previous performance or past performance or the contribution he or she had made for the organization is called the gratuity. Now question arises whether the gratuity is taxable or not. As per income tax law, gratuity is taxable. If the gratuity is received by the employee himself or herself at the time of retirement, then that amount should be taxable under the head of income from salary. But in the case of death of the employee, if his or her heirs received the gratuity, then that gratuity amount should be taxable under the head of income from other source. Though gratuity is taxable, but there are some provision for exemption under section 1010. Now, the amount of exemption is depends on the nature of the employee. If the employee is an employee of central or state government organization or an employee of any local authority. Local authority means any panchayat, jila parishad or municipality or municipal corporation, etc. Then as per section 1010(1), the amount of gratuity received in the hands of employee of central or state government or local authority is totally tax-free. He or she need not to pay any tax on the amount of gratuity received. If the employee is not a government employee, he or she is a private sector employee and falls under the Payment of Gratuity Act 1972. As per section 1010(2), any amount received by any employee who is a non-government employee and falls under the Payment of Gratuity Act shall be taxable after deducting some exemptions. Now, the exemption amount will be the least of the following three alternatives. The first alternative is the actual amount of gratuity he or she received. Second alternative is 15 days salary for each completed year of service or a part thereof in excess of 6 months. The formula is latest salary multiplied by 15 by 26 and completed year of service. Here latest salary means the salary received for the month prior the retirement month. And for 15 days salary, we will take 15 days salary out of 26 days. Generally, we know a month is consist of 30 days. But as per section 1010(2), we assume that a month is consist of 26 days only. Again, the latest salary and multiplied by 15 by 26 will be further be multiplied by completed year of service. Now, here any part of year in excess of 6 months should be treated an extra year. For example, a person retiring after 29 and 11 months, we should treat his completed year of service as 30 years. In another example, if a person retires from his job after 27 years and 5 months, then we should take 27 years as his complete year of service. Next, the third option is the maximum limit. The maximum limit is 20 lakh only. Now, if the person is not a government employee, he or she is a private or statutory sector employee, and he or she do not fall under the Payment of Gratuity Act 1972. So, as per section 1010(3), if any employee receives gratuity as per section 1010(3), he will also be benefited by exemption from the following three alternatives. The first alternative is the actual amount of gratuity received. The second alternative is half month's average salary for each completed year of service. For the second alternative, the formula is the average salary multiplied by half and completed year of service. Remember, here we should take the average salary. Here average salary means the average salary of last 10 months salary prior the month of retirement, and that average salary be multiplied by half and further be multiplied by completed year of service. There is no provision for taking a part year of service. Whether he is serving for more than 6 months or not, we should ignore that fraction. For example, a person served for 29 years and 11 months. We should take completed year of service for 29 years only. And the third option as well, rupees 20 lakh, the maximum limit. Before calculating the taxable amount of gratuity, some points should be remembered. The first point is the employee who retires before 29th March 2018 will get maximum amount of tax-free gratuity benefit for rupees 10 lakh only. Second point is, in case of a seasonal organization, the salary will be 7 days instead of 15 days. As per section 1010(2), an employee who is not a government employee and who falls under the Payment of Gratuity Act, there is an alternative of taking 15 days salary. But if the employee was serving in an organization which operates only on seasonal basis, in that case we should not take 15 days salary, we should take only 7 days salary instead of 15 days. Next point is, if any employee receives gratuity from more than one employer, then the amount of gratuity he already availed from the previous employer will be deducted from the present maximum tax-free gratuity saving. For example, a person resigned from an organization and rejoins in another organization. From the previous organization, he received a gratuity of rupees 3 lakh, and he also received the tax benefit under section 1010(2) or 1010(3). Now, from the present organization, he received gratuity of rupees 10 lakh. So, to calculate the taxable amount of gratuity from the present organization, the tax limit will be rupees 17 lakh only. At present situation, the maximum tax limit is tax-free gratuity is 20 lakh. He already received benefit of rupees 3 lakh. So that rupees 3 lakh should be deducted from the present maximum tax-free gratuity rate. Next point is, if any person receives gratuity while in service, he will not get any tax benefit. He should pay tax on the whole amount of gratuity he or she received while in service. No tax exemption will be entertained. As per section 10.10.3, the salary consists of basic salary plus any allowances which are part of retirement benefit, plus any fixed rated commission on turnover. And I already have mentioned the average salary means the last 10 months average salary, and that 10 months should be calculated on reverse basis just prior the month of the retirement as per section 10. So thank you for today's lesson. We will come in another video where we will discuss with some example for better understanding. Thank you.